Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be talking about the pan and zoom effect in Kdenlive. Now if you've been following along, you'll know that we've done a few tutorials in the past, and I'll link to the playlist in the description. If you've been following along, you would have built up enough skills to actually get you started. So from here on out, we're just going to be talking about some of the other tips and tricks that you can do in Kdenlive. So obviously today we will be doing the pan and zoom effect. So the pan and zoom effect we can actually apply to either photo or video. In this example, I am just going to be using a photo. So I've got a photo over here. It's just a photo of a man boxing. We'll drag that into our project bin. Now it's going to ask us to change our project profile, but it really doesn't matter at this stage because we're not going to be exporting this out. So I'm just going to click cancel to that, and I'll drag this into my timeline. So I'll just move this to the very front and I'll extend it out a little bit. So we've got some room to play. And I'm just going to zoom in here so that we can see more of our timeline. So obviously this is just a picture. If I press play, it's just static. Now to do a pan and zoom, I like to use a transform effect. So I will search for the transform effect over here. To apply that, you just drag and drop onto your clip. So we've got our transform effect here. When I click on it, it should show up on the properties box here so that we can make some adjustments. Now if you don't see this box, what you can do is just go to view and click on properties. Okay, so view properties, and we'll bring that back here. To do zoom, it's pretty simple. So you can either increase or decrease the size by using your mouse. You can also change the size in terms of a percent. So you can do 150%. See that it's zoomed in here. To move it around, we can, like I said, drag and drop, or drag with our mouse. We can also make adjustments with the X and Y components over here. So I'll just change this to maybe 800, maybe change that to 500, and I'll move it around. You can make some micro adjustments by just using your keyboard. So I'm just pressing the keyboard here to see it moves little by little. You can lock the aspect ratio so that the image doesn't get distorted when you resize it. So it keeps the aspect ratio. And we also have some alignment tools over here. So we can center it horizontally, center vertically. So it just helps you align in case you don't see the handles anymore. I'm just going to return this back to 100%. And I'll center that back onto our canvas. And you'll notice that if I change this to, let's say, 200%, it applies it, and I'll just center here. That size, that zoom is applied to the clip as a whole. But what if we wanted to do some animations or some different, changes? So this is where this keyframe comes in. I'm just going to loop back to the beginning of the track here, and notice when I press play, this needle moves along with our track needle. So I'm pressing play. So that means that this place here, at any point in time, I can choose to add a keyframe. So let's add a keyframe here. And let's say at this keyframe, we'll go back to the first one. We'll reset this to the original, 100%. This is just to demonstrate. So we're starting out at 100%, and then when we move through at this next keyframe, we've actually set it to zoom at 200%. So the end result would be something like this. So I've moved back to the beginning. I'm pressing play. It's zooming in. So that at this point, it's zoomed in at 200%. Let's say I want to pan into the boxer's face. So just keep on going here. Press stop. And let's say at this point, so this is about the 4-second mark, I can add another keyframe. So at this keyframe, I can change the settings. So at that point in time, I want it to be zoomed into the boxer's face. So panned into. So at this point, it's going to end up here. So let's see what that looks like. We'll go back to the very beginning. We'll press play. So see, we've got the zoom, and then we've got the pan going. That's pretty much it. Really simple. Now, if you need to make edits on your keyframe, there's easy ways to navigate back. You can go to previous keyframe, you can remove it, you can add a new one, you can make adjustments. So yes, pretty simple. So again, so I can press play. I want to do a zoom in effect, 200%. Oh, sorry. I need to add a keyframe first. So I'll add a keyframe. And we'll zoom in at that point to 200%. There we go. I'm going to center it back. Press play. I'll add another keyframe. I'll zoom in to the face. There we go. Press play. And then I'll add another keyframe here. And I really like this effect. So you start in from zoomed in, and you can zoom out to the original image. So our final result looks like something like this. Zoomed in, pan, and then zoom out. All right, now you can apply this, like I said, to a picture or to a video. If you found this helpful, obviously the best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.